1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry.
Ready, steady, go.
Did it with my nub.
Are you okay?
Did it with the tip.
Just a tip?
Just the tip.
Just the nub?
Not the nub, the tip.
This
one's really good.
Like this one a lot.
I need to go buy some more.
Is that the Burston one?
No,
Oh, it's
this
just
is the
No,
Bloom.
this is Bloom.
Bloom's actually really good. Cherry.
Actually, really, look at this. I hurt my finger.
Jesus.
I'm trying to open it. It's cherry lime.
Oh.
So this one is the energy drink of the green superfood powder, the brand that makes the green powder. Now they made energy drinks. So it's natural energy, mental focus, boost metabolism, positive mood, prebiotic fiber, and apple cider vinegar.
It's very good.
So
It's good. I like that. Yeah.
it's a little more natural. And I like them. They're good. But
Someone's
Alani's
toes
are
are touching my
also
toes.
decently good for you too.
Yeah.
They're not that bad. They're like a better alternative. These are even better healthy wise.
Quote unquote.
Yeah. Maybe. But I haven't noticed anything different with them. Sorry, I was going to keep talking.
Sorry, I
should've
thought
done
you
that
took
now.
a breath to the intro, and I said, I'll just do it because we said that. Because we can just
That's a C? Dang.
No, I was
like,
just going to say it doesn't really affect my energy, but nothing affects my energy.
It's because we have ADHD.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyways.
Unless it's a witch's brew.
Because that's
Witch's
when
brew?
the white woman
They be
comes
brewing something up in there.
Cocaine for you.
Up.
It
They spend a little
really is.
in there.
It really is.
I don't know. Maybe that's just Adderall for you.
Maybe because it was 3 whole days of a roller coaster feeling. Cannot.
It's
I
so
love it. I
good.
loved it. I was just tired. I was
So
like,
good.
this roller coaster needs to end.
Like, I'm up and then I'm down. And then I'm back up and then I'm down.
I'm dead.
I'm
alive.
back again.
I'm dead. No, I'm alive
Look at
again.
you. Look at me.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. I'm alive. Who's you? You are you. No, I am me. Sorry.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Are you good?
You sure it's not doing nothing?
It's from rush hour.
No, I know. I was just joking.
I'm sorry. I woke up on the right side of the bed this morning, so I'm a little chipper.
She's got claws.
She's got
I-
nubs.
I'm one nub.
Anyways,
Oh, God.
welcome back to the Undiagnosed ADHD podcast.
Start
We're
off
gonna try
strong.
this again. We're gonna talk about
Yeah.
motivation because we had none last week.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was a rough one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that train wreck.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a if you don't laugh, you cry kind of day.
That was a good therapy session.
That was a long week kind of day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So did you find your motivation?
No.
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 Yeah, but we fake it till we make it, right?
Yeah. I already told you what my therapist
Yeah.
my therapist said, but I have come to the realization that I have these spurts of no motivation, and then out of nowhere it just stops and I'm back normal. So,
That makes sense.
no rhyme or reason. Just okay, cool, we're back.
And we're back. I don't know if you guys have heard of the term, but it's brand new to me. Called, oh yeah, now I don't have it. Now it's gone. Okay, found it. It's back. ADHD paralysis.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Oh.
I didn't know the name of it, but I struggle with that on a daily basis, and I feel very validated now that I know it's a term and I know what to call it. But
Remind me.
Oh, I want in on it.
Motivation! Anyways, remind me, because I just recently found an ADHD term, so remind me when you're done.
About your term?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but ADHD paralysis is when you have so much to do and your brain is like, okay, I gotta do the dishes and I gotta do this and I gotta start this, or now I have laundry, and I have to go do this. Oh, and I forgot to do this thing that was due 2 weeks ago. but you are stuck in one spot. Like you can't get yourself to go do it. So it's not a laziness factor.
You literally just stuck.
It's you're literally paralyzed with, I have so much to do and I'm so overwhelmed with how much I have to do. Or
it has too many steps in it.
Yep. Or you think it's too much, even if someone else doesn't think it's too
much.
Too
many spoons.
Yeah, that you physically cannot get up. So I will doom scroll on the couch because I physically can't get up, or I'll just sit there and just stare off into space and be like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, and oh my god, that's so much work. And then, an hour has passed and I'm still sitting there.
Or you like plan each step in your head of what you're going to do first and how you're going to do it, and then you're just like, and I'm down.
Yep.
But another thing of it too is you could be doing all the things, right? Doing your dishes or your laundry, whatever it is. And then the minute that you sit down, it's gone.
Yep. That's why when I come home from work, I can't sit down. If I have a task to do, I have to do it before I even sit down. Because if I sit down, it's game over.
Feel that.
Yeah. I also, the glitches, the ADHD glitches, where you're like,
this one, that thing, what do I do?
And it's just a whole dance.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
I feel like I don't struggle with that too much.
Oh, I do. You guys see me do it quite often.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah. What was I doing? What was I talking about?
I have to go through the whole motion.
Okay, what was your term?
Okay, so this is not related to motivation, but it is just a term that I had found. Don't remember the name of it, but
I have a term for you.
I have a term for you, but I forget the name. I can look the name up really fastly. But
really fastly?
Really fast.
New word.
Really quickly. Speedily.
Readily. Stupid. Anyways, so if you have ever had this where you meet someone new that you like, well, probably not because you guys are in committed relationships, but prior to your committed relationships,
okay,
I feel like I resonate with this quite often. There's like the infatuation stage, and then there's 3 steps. Oh, let me just look it up because it was so eye-opening.
Yeah, eye-opening. That's correct.
Yeah. Is this just in relationships with like significant others or like friendships too?
It could be friendships too, but I think it's more for relationships and how quickly you go through them of infatuation and then like the clarification, and then you're depressed because you plan out all of the steps and how you're gonna marry them, and then you're like, and then there's the red flags down, and makes sense. Okay. It's a thing. It's a thing. Let me look up my history here.
Did you just you spouted off 3 words just now? Were those the steps?
Those are the steps.
Infatuation, clarification, and depression. Was that it?
Yep.
You didn't even need to Google it.
But no, it's all under a term. So let me just look through my messages real fast.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time.
Nope, I don't.
Even though I frequently make myself depressed because I feel like Alex goes.
Yeah, no, I don't remember those feelings. It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Like the puppy dog stage. You just imagine like white picket fence and all this stuff. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah,
like
blah.
You see the good on the horizon of what could be.
Ha 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 ha.
No, ha ha ha.
Limerence.
Limerence.
It's an ADHD thing. It's when. Hold on. It's a process of going through, like, you meet someone, you have a crush on them, right? And then you go through all the stages, but because it doesn't turn out the way you want it to.
Okay.
It's an intense longing for another person, even when they don't fully reciprocate. So there's, like, the 3 stages of it. Yeah, I'm wrong. Infatuation, crystallization, and deterioration.
Hey, you're the C and the D.
Hey. Right? So infatuation, we all know what that is, right? It's the initial stage, whatever. Crystallization is when your feelings for that person intensify. Ooh. And you might idealize them and overlook any flaws that they might have.
Put them on a pedestal.
Yes. And you become obsessive and anxious and like ecstatic about them. And then you have the deterioration where you start seeing their flaws and realize the relationship is unrealistic and you regret or feel remorse towards it. And it's like, it's a pretty quick thing, but it's an ADHD thing.
It's quick. It's not like a long.
Yeah, I remember that.
No.
Oh.
I do.
I was like, now
I
I
can
feel
relate
seen.
to that.
Limerence.
Limerence.
That's a big word for Elmo.
It is a big word for Elmo.
Limerence. Anyways, that's not motivation. But I can be
That's
motivated not to do it.
Hey, but how?
I don't know. Working on that.
You gotta find some coping skills with your therapist.
For reals. There's too much going on with the therapist right now.
Yeah, one step at a time.
One
thing at a time.
One diagnosis at a time.
Can't do too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because if you have ADHD, you're just gonna get paralyzed and not be able to do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, motivation for me is super freaking hard. I still, in Sarah's procrastination fashion, have not reached out to the psychiatrist yet.
You need to send me that stuff.
Even though my therapist sent it to me a month ago to reach out, and I reached out to her, and they got back with me to like schedule an appointment, and I just haven't, because it feels like a big thing and like a really scary thing, and so I'm pushing it off because I'm like, I'm also kind of having imposter syndrome. I'm like, well, I don't actually have ADHD. I don't actually struggle with that. Like,
but you do.
It's fine. I don't need it. But then my motivation to do it is like gone because it's scary.
Yeah.
And so I'm just not gonna do it.
I think it is one thing to have someone validate who's in the profession to say, oh, you're not just in your head like, oh, I have all these things that I see about myself and I'm not making it up. Like, it's a real thing. Your therapist saw it and recognized it. That's kind of what I'm going through with my diagnosis, and it's daunting to think about how, oh wow, I'm not just crazy, or this isn't just the norm, and things like that. So.
Yeah, kind of some of those negative things you might have thought about yourself of like, oh, I'm just lazy, or oh, I'm super unmotivated, or like, why can't I ever be on time to things? Like, why can't I manage my time? Why can't I do this? Why do I feel high all the time and then really low? You kind of blame yourself for it. But when someone who literally has a advanced degree tell you, you're like, oh wait,
well,
maybe I'm not crazy.
Well, and two, ADHD is mixed around with so many different diagnoses as well, but you can still have both. You can still have co-diagnoses.
Yeah.
So my thing is, how do I know if it's my ADHD or if it's the bipolar that's coming out?
Yeah. You're like,
which one is it?
How do I balance?
Oh, you mean it's not normal to go like a week of what X, Y, and Z feeling a certain way? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, you ask.
Well, I was going to say, like, and as someone who is in a relationship with someone who also is an undiagnosed ADHD / very high anxiety person, I don't even have like a normal neurotypical person to like compare things to, you know what I mean? What about you? What were you going to say?
I was just saying, what's normal? Like,
right, there is no norm.
Exactly, like, what is normal? Like, how do we compare, like, I mean, we all know we're ADHD, but we're not diagnosed ADHD, but, like, to what degree, to where, to, like,
well, thinking about, like, those neurotypical people who can categorize X, Y, and Z, do things and get them done, and they have no problem working and stuff, but then how our minds work is we have to go, like, to get to the same step.
Yep.
What if we're the normal ones and they're the
I think we are the
neurodivergent ones?
They are.
Just saying.
There's that one girl.
It's cool to
Neurospicy.
Huh?
Yes.
Neurospicy.
We're neurospicy.
Oh, wait, like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't help that Alec is also very unmotivated. I don't know about your partner or your ex-partner, but we don't get a lot of stuff done until the last minute. Like, unless people are about to come over and we know that our house needs to be presentable, we let things go for quite some time because we're both procrastinators and we both struggle with like completing big tasks like that. So it's like the blind leading the blind over here, and we panic clean before you guys come over, and like
sorry. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
And so I was a little stressed out that my kitchen was so dirty when you guys got here because I realized I didn't start the dishwasher last night and it was full. So I had to start it right now and I didn't have any room for anything else. So I was like, ah!
I don't mind.
I understand the panic.
Thanks.
We do not care.
I don't care.
But I know that doesn't change the panic.
I know. It doesn't.
No. I get it though.
Yeah.
That's why I told I keep touching your feet.
Freaking toe, bro.
You were doing that to me first. And I was like, someone's touching my foot.
Sorry. It's not me this time.
It's not you. Where are your toes? I don't know.
I don't have those today. Not those.
Not those. Sorry. Anyways, I lost my train of thought.
Cleaning.
You'll text me?
Yeah, text.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I texted you. What, something?
That's why I sent you guys the text of like, tell me that you're coming over, and I'll like literally doom clean everything.
Mm-hmm. Like just panic.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, okay, sure, but then never text me when you're here. I'll just start doing that for you now.
Thank you.
It'll just be a...
I'm just coming over. She's got 2 minutes to clean.
No, you.
That's
the point
stressful.
is to say, I'm gonna be over there in an hour, and then they go, oh, they start cleaning everything, and then you never show up because you weren't really going to show. You just wanted them to clean because you knew that they struggle with it.
David's not like that though. When he gets going, he gets going.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Does he struggle with initiating tasks? Like
No.
if he sees something needs to get done, does he just do it right then and there?
He just does it. But if he hits like an all-time low, then yeah, like, what was it the other day? We just sat on the couch for like hours. We're like, we probably should. I'm not going to.
Not happening.
Not happening. But then yesterday, like, we cleaned and then we sat down. Then we cleaned and we sat down. We cleaned, like,
Okay.
it was like an up and down thing. But like when David gets going, there's no stopping David. But then I'm like, it can wait.
You can do that.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
not.
I
Just sit
always
there.
had issues with the cleaning. If I wanted to clean and my ex didn't, it would be like a huge deal. And he'd be like, oh, it's fine, I'll just do it later. But then when he wanted to clean and I didn't want to clean, he would call me all these ugly names and like get mad at me and say I'm lazy. I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like, whatever. Or it had to be done on his time.
Mhm.
But he would also let the house get disastrous.
Yeah.
So.
Just stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I too get upset when Alec wants to clean and I don't want to clean. And he's like, all right, honey, we've got to do this today, this today, this today, and this today. And I immediately shut down. And I'm like, no, we don't. It's fine. I'll do it later. It's okay. Like, don't worry about it. It's fine. And I'm just like, no, well, we have to do this. We can't do it because of this. Because he gives me a laundry list.
I hate that.
Too
No.
much. Well, he
One
just wants
thing
to
at a
plan.
time.
Like, he's just a planner.
That's fine, but plan it throughout the week. One thing
Yeah.
during the week, right? Like instead of having it all done on one
Mhm.
day.
Write a list down.
That's and also
Mhm.
like don't give me a honey-do list.
Well, like, together.
No, I know,
But
but
yeah, no, I know what you
I
mean.
would be like, fuck you, no. That's just I also think I have ODD.
Yeah, and I immediately get upset. And
Like,
I'm
how
like,
dare you tell me what to do?
I'm like, no, I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to do that right now. That's not what I had planned for today. What?
Yeah,
What?
It's like, what'd you have
And so
planned today?
I'll get defiant about it.
I had nothing. But it's different if you like, hey, we got to get some stuff done. What
Mhm.
do you want to do together?
Mhm.
Like, how can I help you
Yeah.
and how can you help me type of thing. That'd be different if you
Mhm.
came to it as a mutual thing, not a
Mhm.
we have to do this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're placing demands on me, and I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, how dare you tell me? Like, oh my
Yep.
gosh, the floor. If he tells me that I have to mop the floor, I instantly get like pissed off. I don't know what about mopping the floor it is that I hate so much. I just can't do it and I hate it and it upsets me and I have no motivation to do it. And so the second he's like, and I've talked to him about this before. Instead of saying, hey, I need you to do this, it's disgusting, please clean it up. I need for him to be like, hey, I love you, right?
Oh
And
god,
it
I
would-
hate that.
And no, like, I need him to say it like that. Like, hey, I love you. It would really mean a lot to me if you could clean the floors. I'm going to go clean this. While I'm doing that, could you please go
Yes.
clean the floors? That, I receive it a little better than,
Yes.
hey, while I'm doing this, I need you to go do that.
Yes.
And then
yes.
I immediately, like, no.
I cannot stand if someone starts a sentence off "I love you," but my dad always said that, and it was a negative thing. So if anyone ever came up and said, "Hey, I love you," but this, I would immediately shut down, and I'm not even listening to what you have to say.
Or
See,
like, hey,
that's
you know I
Past
love
experience
you,
is
right?
opposite.
Yeah.
I need the validation of, like, I love you. I'm not mad at you. Everything's okay.
Right.
Can you please clean the
Mhm.
floors? Then I'll be like, oh, sure.
Right.
Yep.
I feel like if you came up and said, "Hey, would you mind doing this for me?" I would appreciate, like, still being like
Mhm.
like appreciative of it and
Yeah.
not demanding it of
Mhm.
me. Totally fine. I don't like. It's not gaslighting. I know for you, but to me, it's a gaslight.
That's okay.
yeah.
You've had different past
Mhm.
experiences.
So that's why I immediately cringed. I'm so sorry.
You're like,
I'm like, oh.
And noted.
Yeah, we bought these like crap boards that go on the fridge that we can write our like to-do lists and our
Mhm.
grocery list. What's on the fridge, so like throughout the day I
Okay.
can write what I need to do and then erase it instead of like
Nice.
in the bedroom where I write everything and I'm
Mhm.
like it's out of my sight if I'm in the kitchen.
That makes sense.
And then you just erase it and then you write something else.
Does it help you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I got all of it done except one today.
Wow. And
Nice.
it's only half the day.
So
Still early.
So early.
Later morning.
Started my
afternoon at
grocery
this point.
list because it's on the fridge. So whenever I
Oh.
run out, like I ran out of eggs because
Mhm.
I meal prepped all of David's eggs for breakfast.
Mhm.
I said eggs. I have 2 more slices of bread. Bread.
Huh.
Protein
some
shake.
eggs.
Protein shakes.
Not that bad, actually.
It was
I
like
don't write anything down.
$20 for 2 of them. They're like I'll have to show you. They're really cool. Just like expo markers on
Mhm.
them, and then they erase it.
Hmm.
Pretty dope. So that's how I've been.
That would help.
Because if I know I have too much shit to do, I get very overwhelmed and I don't want to do it. So if I have a list, okay, cool. Step 1,
You know
do this.
Yeah.
what my old therapist told me to do? Instead of writing a whole list with their sub lists on there,
With what?
sub lists,
Oh, okay.
like pick 2 or 3 things that are like top priority, right, for the day, and doing those versus like doing this
Yes.
and then this and then this. And I
That's
think
what
we
Joy
talked about
says,
this.
too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and just picking 3 things that need to get done. And once those 3 things are done, then pick another 3 things to do.
Yeah.
That way you're not so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like you can make a whole list of all the things that you need and then pick 3 from those that are the most important to get done
Mhm.
and then get through those. And that's all you do for the day. And then move on.
Yeah.
straight.
Someone at work, at our old job, I think you guys were there too. It was create to-do lists for the week and prioritize them by importance. So if it has to get done that day, write them down. But if it can wait a few days, put it in your like later
That was
category.
me.
I thought it was
It
somebody
was
else.
me.
not. I think you both had the same idea, but it was from this person's. They did it. Their organization.
It was the 4 squares, correct?
Something like that. Yeah.
Then
It was
think I
like
know.
things like pick your top 3 things to do today, what you need to do tomorrow,
Today,
and then
this week,
by
whatever,
the
yeah.
end of the week,
Mhm.
at least have these things. So that way you don't feel overwhelmed with like, well, I have all of these things to do, but actually, when do you need to do them?
Mm-hmm.
I will push them all off to the
We
end
didn't
of the
follow
week.
it.
No.
I remember that now. Yes, we did not follow that.
I also
I mean,
had
we had
great
our
ideas.
we had the board, and then we had the sticky notes, and the sticky notes weren't
would fall off.
sticking
Yep.
to the
So
board.
we gave up.
Yeah.
I've also found though if I like just do a bunch of shit and then I write it all down, I'm like, oh, look at all this stuff I just did. Like no pressure.
Oh.
Like there was one day I went on a rampage cleaning
Mhm.
and like doing everything. I said, okay, let's write down what I did. A whole paper, like just filled.
Because you had to, you validated yourself.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let's just see what I did today.
It's like your
And I said, here, David,
reinforcement.
look what I did because he was at work. I said, look. I also wanted validation.
So that way
myself.
you felt
I
like
felt
good that you did
yeah,
it.
because
I
you felt
wasn't
like
a
you did
lazy
something
noodle.
and not
Yep.
But we're not lazy.
I know, but like.
But in your head, you feel lazy because that's the imposter syndrome.
Because if I sit on the couch,
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm a lazy couch potato, and I could have.
I'm a
cleaned,
potato.
You know, my
Literally.
counters, which probably have stuff on them.
That's okay.
So I don't want to live in filth.
No one does.
No. It's just hard to clean, especially after work. I'm tired.
I have a hard time after work. I really do.
The drive doesn't help either.
The drive doesn't help, and you're just sitting for so long. So you're like, I'm already sitting.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep sitting.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because how far away is your drive from work?
30 minutes.
No, it's okay. That's still a chunk of time
That's still a chunk of time.
to like
Sit.
be comfortable. Because when I lived in the house before this, it was only 12 minutes away from work. And so I like
I
didn't
never
have.
but I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, it was a pro and a con because I need decompression time in the car, and I didn't get that. But I also like coming home was still on a roll from the day. And that was also when I wasn't, a BCBA yet, and I was still a lead, and I was getting out at like 3:30, and I'd be home by 3:45, and I would have so much of my day. I was a lot more
wasn't leaving work at 5.
Yeah, and I was a lot more productive.
I feel
and now
that
it's harder because we sit in the car for an hour, and then we get home, and sometimes it's 5:00, and then I immediately have to make dinner.
Yep.
At least
and then I don't
though
wanna do
you're getting
anything.
home at 5. You're not leaving work at 5.
Yeah,
That's a plus.
that's a plus. It might change soon, but it's a plus. Anyways.
Love that for you.
Yeah, I don't love that for me. It's
Okay.
okay. It's alright. I just need some time.
I get that. The car is definitely my decompression time.
Yeah.
I have to go get the days I have to get Nova. I'm in the car longer.
Mm-hmm.
So I go get it from school. Sometimes I get it from Tim's house,
Mm-hmm.
and that's an extra 20 minutes. And it's just driving.
Yep.
And we'll talk and we'll listen to music, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I get home and I'm not motivated at all. Like, I don't have time to go to the gym. I do have time. I just don't have the motivation or the desire to. Like, I have all of these goals for myself for my wedding and what I want to look like for my wedding.
Yeah.
But I cannot seem to get myself to do them.
That's
like internally, I'm like, I hate the way I look, and I really want to look like this on my wedding, and if I don't look like this on my wedding, I'm going to be really upset.
It's loud. It's loud. You ain't missing that. Sorry. I understand your
don't have the motivation
frustration.
to get there. Like, I just don't. I can't make it to the gym. The only reason I was running was because I had a half marathon to do with Rachel, and I haven't ran since. Granted, my knee is chanked up.
Yeah.
And so I'm waiting for it to feel better. But I get into that like ADHD paralysis where I think about, okay, well, I have to drive all the way to the gym. I have to change my clothes, and then I have to figure out what workout I'm going to do.
Why don't you
and there's going to be a
bring
lot of
your gym
people.
clothes to work?
I've done that, but then we carpool. And she's not going to go to the gym with me. She doesn't have a membership. She has her own gym at her own house.
We now have a weight bar. We
Go to Kat's house and work out.
It's true. We could go to Kat's house and work
Yeah,
out.
I have a bar now.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, now I'm coming to your house to
Yeah,
work
we
out.
just need weights at the bar, but I know we're set.
I'm coming to your house to work
Yay!
out now.
We're gonna work at my house.
It'd
But
be
like
great.
even I have stuff in my room. I have that whole weight thing. I've got my Pilates stuff. And I just can't get myself to use it. I have no motivation because I think of all the steps to get there. And I'm like, it's not worth it in this current moment. But then months down the line, I look the same, and I'm like, oh man, if just months ago I would have started.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. Yeah.
Get
People
it.
say, oh, summer bod, you have to start summer bod in
the winter.
Mm-hmm. I understand. That's how I am feeling currently for your wedding as well.
Oh,
So I understand that.
Okay.
Yes.
At least I'm not alone.
No, you're not
I
alone.
need to
But
drop.
it's a big event, right?
Yeah.
And so you want to look your best on whatever the occasion is,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand that.
Yeah.
I feel
So, I mean, I think you guys look great.
I think you look
I was
great.
gonna say ditto.
Thanks.
But I understand.
Like, we're our own critics.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So like earlier when you complimented me, I was like, oh, thanks.
I know you do look great though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I can see my jawline now.
That is huge. Like, when you start to see, like, non-scale related things.
Mm-hmm.
We did those photos back to back. The back to back, very noticeable.
Oh, like the January of last year,
yeah.
January of this year. Yeah, yours looked very different.
They did,
A
because I don't have a
difference.
stationary job anymore.
It's true. It's very true. We're running around.
Yeah, we are.
Well, not me, but you guys.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
But I think that's where I gained the most is the last job is because I was so stationary. I wasn't running around with the kids. I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting, watching the other people run around with the kids.
Yeah. That'll keep changing. It'll keep moving, and we just have to modify our life to fit our job.
Mm-hmm. I also, when people say everyone has the same hours of the day, no, Not everyone has the same hours today. Yes, there are the same 24 hours in a day, but everyone's life is completely different. You have an hour drive home. You have that. Someone probably has a 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
Or they have night shifts, and that's different. Or they have kids. They have to get the kids ready. There's so many different things.
Yeah.
And I hate when people say that because you don't know what someone's going through, what their life is like,
Exactly.
and all that stuff. And yeah, it's easy, but if you also struggle with mental health,
Yep.
there is no perfect fix-all of
Mm-hmm.
X, Y, and Z. You have to finally get to your limit of, okay, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
How am I going to fix this? But it's not a easy answer.
Exactly. Like, we all have the same job and the same hours of the day, but if I get home and I'm mentally cashed out, but maybe you're not, or maybe I am ready to go and you're not ready to go, we're going to get different things done. Because just because you have the time doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. Like on Tuesday, Alec was gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so I was by myself, and that stuff doesn't bother me anymore because I'm used to him being gone.
Right.
But I don't know. I was just really bummed that I had to be alone. And like I'm doing this like women's Bible study at church. And I was like, yeah, I need to go. Like, I know it's going to be good for me to like get out of the house and just go. I sat on the couch the whole night. And I didn't do a single thing. I didn't go. I just like got into this funk of depression. And it's not like, oh, I can't live without Alec. Like, I absolutely can. But for some reason, it's just like a worse mental health day for me.
It's because it was off routine of what you normally do.
Probably. And so I had no motivation to clean. I had no motivation to like get up and go anywhere. So I just kind of took a few steps back from my normal coping skills that I've been working so hard on.
That's okay.
And it's okay. And I allowed myself to have that day. And then the next day was a little better. And the next day I did more. And I was just like, okay, pull yourself together.
There is an ADHD term.
Another one.
A body double. And what this just means... We did talk about this. You just need someone there with you while you complete the task.
Yeah.
You don't have to have them doing the same task with you. You are just doing the task while someone is there, so you're not alone. And that could be it as well. Like, your body double wasn't there, so you had no motivation to do what you normally do.
I didn't make dinner that whole time.
Yeah.
I could have fed you.
Well, no, I had like leftovers, thankfully, but I didn't like actually make or eat solid dinner the whole time he was gone because I didn't have that person there to like also take care of. So I didn't have to. But
I don't have Nova. Same thing.
But it was helpful because you came over one of the nights and we edited some clips.
Yeah.
And we were able to get... I was able to get a lot done, like the whole thing. I was ahead of schedule because I think you were there motivating me to keep going, and it was,
body double.
Yeah, I'm way more productive when Alec is here.
Yep.
So
I just need myself a man.
You don't need a man.
No, you're right. I don't need a man. I am perfectly independent on my own, and I will stand on that hill till I die. However, thank you. It's a little lonely sometimes standing on that hill in the cold winter.
Tis true. Nobody to cuddle up with.
I know.
Except when they're got cold feet and they keep fucking put it on you.
I fucking hate that. I am so cold.
Annoying.
I get so cold so easily. I literally have 3 blankets on top of my bed because I get so cold. With a sweater and my pants.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I cannot.
That's chilly.
It's
What's your house at?
Deep in Italy. Like 70.
That's cold.
Oh, I'd be sweating.
I know. So when we come to your house,
what's
it's 52.
Yeah. Is that what it's at right now?
It was that one day, remember?
It was probably at 60 right now.
It's fucking cold.
Yeah, I'm
Sarah.
over. I'm cold. You feel my leg, and it's cold.
Are you okay?
We wear sweatpants and we cuddle with blankets on the couch all the time.
Yeah. You guys
I'm not paying for a heater bill. Sorry.
That's how my mom
That's
is.
the only reason why we don't turn it on because I don't want to pay for it.
No.
Plus,
I won't turn the heater on.
It's hot all the freaking time here. I want to enjoy the cold while I can.
Nope.
Because when I'm sweating in my house in a couple of months, I'm going to miss this cold.
Yeah, move up north. Get out of here.
Yeah. I
do
if
that.
it's too cold, no, that was me. If it's too cold, I cannot relax and I cannot sleep. I will
Mhm.
shiver and I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah.
I could sleep like a baby in the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
if I'm sweating, I can't do it.
Oh, I'm just the whole
That's
time.
all. Oh, yeah.
Every single
Mhm.
summer,
I'm so cold-blooded.
we wake up drenched in sweat.
Yeah,
I'll also
that's-
wake up drenched in sweat,
That's
but I'm
great.
still sleeping like a baby.
I had to bundle up if I'm gonna sleep in the cold because we sleep like the AC is off at night,
yeah.
Mhm.
so it dips. And so
Yeah.
I'm cold, and then I turn the heater on for an hour before I get up. So the house is nice and
I'm
warm.
cold.
Yeah, I still in
Turn
the
it
summertime
off.
still have a sheet
Yep.
on my bed to wear because if the breeze comes, I'm like, oh, it's a little chilly.
Well, we have like a winter comforter that's a little thicker, and then we have a summer comforter that we'll use
Mhm.
that is more breathable. So we still have the blanket, and I still have blanket up to my freaking neck, but it's just a little more breathable, so that's not that hot.
I have the sheet. I have the what is it? A duvet.
Comforter? Or is it a duvet?
A duvet is the one where you take out the fluff part and then you wash the cover and you can swap it out.
Oh, then no, it's a
It's a
comforter.
comforter.
Okay.
And then I have a like wool blanket on top of that. Not wool, but it's more like sheep. But it's really soft.
The sheep?
Wool comes
it's
from
like
sheep.
this.
What
What
do
is
you
that?
think a sheep has on its
Wool.
body?
Oh, it's wool. Okay, it's not
Yeah.
itchy wool.
Oh.
It's the soft
Is
wool.
it like
Okay.
a
It's like
satin?
it's not, yeah. No, it's like this.
Oh, that's not satin.
I have satin.
I think of wool
I know,
like
we
the
have the same
itchy.
sheets.
When someone says, "Oh, I have wool socks," I'm wool.
You do think
Wool.
It's the itchy wool.
wool socks?
It's weird to say now.
Wool
Wool.
socks?
Wool.
Try saying folks.
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 Lozengers.
I'm gonna start crying
Spear?
again.
Sphere.
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 Were you calling it a sphere?
Yeah, she
Sphere.
was. That's why I say it.
It's a sphere.
A sphere?
Sphere?
Sphere.
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 No, not
No, it's not. It's
Sphere.
sphere. The Earth is a sphere.
a sphere.
Sphere. Sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere.
I'm done.
You really can't say it.
No. Sphere.
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 No.
Cat. Ear.
Ear. Sphere.
Sphere. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
you
go.
got it. You're
Say
done.
end. No more.
No more. You're good. Yeah.
It's recorded.
It is.
Play back.
Sphere. Sphere.
Nope. We're still sphere.
Sphere. Sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere.
It's like the episode on Friends.
What? Which one?
When Phoebe is teaching Joey how to speak French.
Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Mi poupou.
I just love it.
I love Friends.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, they all have ADHD.
Oh, they absolutely do.
They all are a little
Oh, I know.
crazy.
Well, and
Especially Joey.
I think I resemble Joey's personality more than anything. Between Joey and Chandler,
Love Chandler.
I love Chandler.
Okay, which Friends character are you? So you're Joey. I can see Joey because the humor
Mm-hmm.
and the
I don't share my
hyperactivity.
Yeah.
You don't share your
I
food.
don't share my food.
Joey doesn't share food.
I know.
But you're also very loyal and passionate as a
Mhm.
friend. So I
Mhm,
can
mhm.
see that.
Yes.
Kat, which Friends? You watched Friends, yeah?
No.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out together. It's okay, teamwork.
Okay.
I feel like I just like crushed you guys.
Yeah, you did. Friends is my absolute
She's not
favorite
Monica.
show. No, not Monica. Monica's very like anal and
Maybe Phoebe, but not quite as chaotic
ditzy.
and ditzy. Not Rachel. You're Rachel.
I'm Rachel.
You're Rachel.
I think I'm like Ross.
No. You're not Ross.
No, he's just very like he's by the book. He wants to follow the rules. He gets anxious when like Joey and Chandler want to do the wrong thing, and
That
like
sounds
that's
like you,
me.
though.
I'm like a rule follower.
Chandler.
He's goofy.
He's goofy. He's not as
He's not
crazy,
as crazy
as Joey.
Mhm. But he's still funny.
Uh-huh. Still a little chaotic.
He's logical though in certain situations. He's pretty logical. Okay. We're the boys.
We're definitely not the girls.
We're not the girls.
Next year for Halloween, we should dress up as them.
Yeah. And then, because I'm sure you'll have a boo thing by then, and then they could be the girls.
That would be
Well,
funny.
who would Alec and David be then?
We already know Alec is Monica.
Alec is so Monica.
David could be Rachel. Kind of.
Yeah. I could see that. I mean,
I don't. Okay,
he's
I
not
don't
an
know.
idiot though. Okay, Rachel's not an idiot.
Rachel's
just
not an
idiot.
Rachel's not an idiot.
She's not an idiot. She's just learning.
She's learning because she came from money, and she's never had to do things by herself.
Definitely not David, though.
No, but I'm not talking
David's
about the
also
money
not
side.
Phoebe.
No,
he could be though.
Phoebe's gonna be the unknown for a minute.
Yeah.
But I don't see him as Phoebe.
I don't either. I think David could be the latter half of the show, Rachel, where she's set and she's working and she just wants to better herself. She knows what she wants. She calls a lot of the shots.
Hey, she had to teach Joey how to sail a boat. That's like him trying to teach me how to ride a motorcycle.
Okay. David's Rachel.
David's Rachel.
Alec is Monica. Okay, so when looking for a boyfriend,
they have to be chaotic.
Think about
like Monica.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
Because they've got to be Phoebe.
Gotta be Phoebe. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. So you're Chandler dating, well, you're married to Rachel, which is false because I'm Ross and I'm married to Rachel, but
yeah. Do they ever actually get married?
At the very end.
I know they had their kid.
I don't know. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen it. Because they took it off Netflix. Netflix. Coming for you. No, I don't think they actually got married.
I think they were just always together.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, so not
Yeah.
correct with the coupling.
No, but that's okay.
But it's fine. Joey's been a single Pringle for a while, so
it's okay. Joey and Phoebe don't ever get together, so they're the only ones in the group that like aren't together.
Yes.
Even though they're kind of cute. Like, okay. Unpopular opinion, I loved Joey and Rachel for that little chunk of time. And I wish they could figure their chemistry out. But that's okay.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Anyways.
She don't get it. But I do agree with that. I didn't like the one girl that Joey was with when they went to Hawaii.
Oh,
that like professor girl. I don't know, I think she was just too stuck up for Joey.
Yeah.
So
Janice.
Oh, Janice.
Chandler put up with so much.
He really did.
Anyways, sorry I have no idea what we're talking about. I just love Friends.
Guess I gotta watch Friends. Too.
Well, Netflix took it off, so
sure it's on Max or
you could probably buy it.
I'm not buying it. What if I don't love it? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You will love
You
it.
cannot not love Friends.
It was my comfort show before they took it off. I watched it so many times. When I found out Netflix was gonna take it off, this was way back in like 2019. I binged it every day after work, and I finished it like all the seasons in like a week and a half.
Yeah,
because that's all I would do. My ex was working longer hours at the time, so that's all I would do at the house. Just be.
I love Friends.
Watching Friends, and now it's New Girl.
I started New Girl. I haven't got through New Girl yet, but
Schmidt. 29.
The one thing I love about Friends is that they were based on like their ages, were based on like their mid-20s
Yeah,
and going
said they were,
through
like,
life.
24-ish.
Yeah.
In the very beginning.
And like how they had to figure out life and stuff, and how they weren't all put together in their 20s, and it just symbolized when they got to their 30s, they grew up, and how like they didn't start having families and kids until like their 30s.
Saw the same video.
I think
you shared it with me.
Maybe I did. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good resemblance of like it's okay not to have your ish together in your 20s. Like society tells you.
You're a baby in adult years. Like you're not just 18 and magically know what you're doing.
I know. When I was 18, I thought I was the most grown adult that ever existed, and now I look like Rachel's boys. I'm like, those are children. That is a child. That is an infant that does not know what they're doing.
I was 18 dating a 24-year-old. And married the 24-year-old and had a kid with the 24-year-old. Like, the whole thing. I was a baby.
Shouldn't have. Well, yeah, I feel like 18 shouldn't be the age of being an adult. You shouldn't be able to vote at 18.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to do much
I think
at
21.
18.
Yeah.
21. Move it up to 21.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
A lot of things need to be 21. Honestly, 25, because that's when your frontal cortex is developed. But honestly, when I turned 25, I didn't really notice a difference.
No. It took me a long time to feel like I was in my mid-20s.
I don't even feel like I'm in my mid-20s.
Now we're in our late 20s.
Yeah, we're all in our late 20s. No, I'm sticking with mid. 27 is mid.
No, we're
29.
I hate
no,
saying that.
we are late 20s.
There you
now.
go. You guys are 28,
One more month.
almost 29. You can cry.
I actually might. Oh my god.
I was like, oh wow. We hit
29. It's old. It's not old. It's really not old.
Especially if you think about your life, like trying to relate this back to the topic of motivation.
Yeah.
If you think about your life, in this current season in life, you might think you're behind or you're not where you need to be because you're almost 29 and maybe you're not meeting the milestones that you thought you met. But if you think about everything you've accomplished, like both of you, if you everything you've accomplished in your life, you were married and you have a kid, you got married, you bought a house, like you are going through you both are going through education to better yourselves. Like you guys have grown so much just because currently you may not be where you want to be. At least you're not where you were 10 years ago.
4 years ago.
19. Yeah, even then.
4 years ago was rough.
So, be proud of yourselves for how. Yeah, it's my stomach. I know. That was loud. Sorry.
Otherwise, we're having therapy today.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, you're in the perfect spot.
Yeah. You're laying down. So, Kinkin. How do you feel today?
Oh.
I did want to go be a therapist when I was in college. I didn't actually want to be a BCBA. I actually took a gap year to work for a little bit and gain experience. Then I was going to go back to my master's in counseling and then my PhD in clinical psychology. And then I didn't.
I also wanted to be a psychologist, a therapist. I don't hear it, so it's fine.
Which is great.
I went from wanting to be a criminal psychologist to a therapist to where we are now. But like I wanted to work in a psych ward with criminals. Like that's what I wanted to do. It would be fun. I just love how the brain works, right?
Yeah. That's scary.
It is scary.
I feel like you would do good with that because you love serial killers.
Meg, tell me why you decided to stab him 29 times and not 30 times. Why did you stop?
Anyways.
Okay.
Or like Criminal Minds.
Oh, yes. The BAU.
Work at the BAU?
Yeah. I would love to, but having
It would be so much fun.
It would be right. That's something.
More is there.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
But like having Nova, I'm instantly nope. I can't do that because I don't want to have a child.
Yeah.
With that kind of intensive job and all the hazards that come with it.
Things change.
Exactly. But I definitely do like psychology and how the brain works and. That one I heard.
Damn.
That one I straight heard. I'm sure the mic caught that one.
I hope the mic has caught all of these.
I hope not. I don't know what's going on in there right now, guys.
Are you hungry? Did you eat?
No.
Well, I had a protein shake for lunch.
Did you eat breakfast?
I did.
Okay.
I woke up at 10 and came straight here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
That's
Are my socks annoying you? Because I
Yeah.
can't help
Yeah,
it.
please
I'm
help.
sorry.
Oh, that's me at nighttime. They just rub
Yeah.
together, and Alec is like, "Can you stop?" And I'm like, "I physically can't.
I
'cause
know.
it's bringing me joy."
Yeah.
Stick
And they just did
Mhm.
it. I was like, I can't. Okay. They're
You
still
keep
probably going to do
doing
it.
It's fine. I
Nope,
just
please stop.
hearing it, I was like,
No, I know. I saw you look at them a couple times. I was like, what is she looking at? And then I tuned in.
you realize what you were doing.
And I was like, oh, my socks are making noise.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah.
So now you can't hear it, but they're still going.
Can't what?
Now you can't hear it, but they're still going.
Oh. Yeah.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Yeah. When I'm like laying down in bed, I'm like,
Oh,
like in
you
between
put
the
your
toes.
toe in between your toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you.
Just
You saying that?
Yeah.
just like that.
Well, anyways,
It's waving at you.
that's alright. I'm not gonna wave back. Thanks.
Oh, look, it waved back. Hi.
You're freaking weird.
And yet we're all friends. You signed up for it.
Maybe not after this conversation. Just kidding. Just kidding.
That is such a Ross thing to say. Pivot. Sorry.
Pivot!
Glad and pivot.
She doesn't even know. She doesn't
You
even
can't even. You cannot hop on the reference if you've never
What?
seen the
wasn't
reference.
get it.
But that's from Frozen.
We're not talking about Frozen.
We're talking about
Friends.
Friends.
Trying to relate my own way.
Just yell pivot and progressively get louder.
Yeah.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Pivot.
Pivot. You gotta emphasize the O a little bit too.
Pivot!
No.
You sounded like a duck, or like a bird.
Like a pigeon. Pivot. Pivot.
You're welcome.
My tea kettle,
To
and
the
piggies, and a bird.
from the ankles to the hips
to the hips.
to the trigger beat on my thighs.
Oh, you.
I hate you.
Sweating a little bit.
Good.
Oh man. Anyways, what else were we talking about? Oh, this is gonna bug me.
Yeah, it was bugging me.
Okay, it's gone.
I can still see it.
You know what?
I cannot. So you're okay.
I cannot. Like, oh, it's girl. It's right there.
I feel like my double chin's really on display right now. Trying to get a little string.
I feel like it's all display right now. Have you seen that where it goes with the eye and you can go, and it says something else on
I,
it,
like, heart you
yeah,
or
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why?
Finding Nemo.
I know!
What are you doing?
I don't know! I was just watching your two goofballs.
Oh, my dad and I sometimes do that randomly.
Mine,
I don't see him a lot, but we go,
mine,
mine,
mine, mine, mine.
Sorry.
Mine.
Yeah, just like that.
I do that too. Like this is just.
It's beautiful.
Oh, gorge.
Thanks.
Anyways, what else did you want to talk about with motivation? We talked about our ADHD paralysis and how it's overwhelming to start tasks and how you writing lists is helpful. I haven't found anything that's helpful for me yet. I have
Your
just,
body doubles.
Yeah, that might be it. But even when Alec is around, I don't want to do anything until he wants to do it. But I have to be like in that. What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
Trying to stay on task, guys.
Keep going. She's already done with hers, and I feel like I'm slacking.
Oh, I haven't even finished mine.
Come on, guys. I'm always like the last one.
I like to enjoy my drinks. I'll chug them.
I did not chug. Don't do it. Do not do it. I saw the look in your eye.
I had to breathe it down.
Good.
Oh, it contains 0% juice. What a lie. Sorry.
No.
What was that? You trying to like project it?
I thought it was going to go farther.
Do not bullet.
I didn't. That's why I had to swallow it down. I.
I have to pee.
I forgot your question.
Oh,
So
I
sorry.
was gonna say if there was anything else related to motivation that you wanted to talk about, or that you struggle with.
No.
Yeah,
My tank is empty now.
yeah. I really think that I need to go see a psychiatrist to help me with that, because I struggle with that. There's another word. It's not executive functioning. It's something else. Where I just have a really hard time starting tasks. Like I get ADHD paralysis, and then I can't. I also struggle with task initiation. So we'll see. I don't know.
Just ask for help to do it.
Alex not gonna help me clean the dishes. He has told me before that it's not his job.
Well, it's not even the dishes, like with the whole psychiatrist stuff.
Oh yeah, I just gotta do it.
Just do it.
It's just hanging out right there. And then it will come and it goes right back down. So I'm like, trying not to force it, but I really need it to come out. I
Thanks for sharing.
feel okay. If someone would come at you and like yell at you or like put you down for struggling with like staying motivated to do stuff, how would you react?
I get very defensive.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of like, I'm not actually lazy. I have a hard time and I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't yell at me over something that I can't help. But also, it invalidates when I actually.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Thank you for
I was like
pausing me.
Go ahead. Like
It invalidates all of the work that I have done.
mm-hmm.
So, what about you?
I shut down and I do get defensive, but when I'm in like defense mode, I don't fight. Like I don't go and like I just don't. I just go goodbye, see, and I walk away. Like I can't handle confrontation.
Yeah.
So then I just walk away or go to my room or whatever. But I get very defensive and then I get angry and then I angry do it and I feel like they win.
Well, thankfully no one comes at me like that. I know someone comes at you like that, but yeah, no one's come at me about why I haven't cleaned.
Yeah.
Alec is kind enough and he says, we collectively suck at cleaning. And I said, thank you for saying we. And not you. As in me.
And like, I can keep everything tidy. I can do that. Especially like you see my workspace. I'm very organized.
Yeah.
But then I get home and I'm just like I don't want to do any of that. That's.
Sorry, I had to burp and I didn't want to.
You didn't want to pause.
Interrupt.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't gonna be big. Sorry. I realized that I have a lot of echolalia too. Whether that's like repeating what other people are saying or like actions, like I just can't help it. Especially with Alec. A lot of times I just repeat everything he says. Like if he's stimming, it's like an automatic. I will also say the same thing. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
your laugh now, it's not even me making fun of you anymore. It's like I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Anyways,
Did I used to say echolalia really weirdly? No, I would say echoic. Because of
yeah,
echo.
It's a coic.
it's an echoic. Echoic.
Echo.
No, it's an echoic.
It's an echoic.
No,
Echolalia.
it's an echoic.
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 Whatever.
It's not a word anymore. I said it too many times. My bladder is bursting.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on this podcast. Hopefully we touched on topics.
You want to try that again?
Yeah.
Hopefully we
Try again.
hopefully we were able to
We gotta pee.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.